beef. I'm trying to think of like teachers I don't like. My 7th grade, I can't really say anything about 7th. Okay, I had like a racist teacher. I want to say racist, but like
Racist?
kinda, cause like he only picked on like students of color. So one time, no one did their work in that class, by the way, because he was like a substitute for the year. So all we had to do, like, I literally didn't do any of my work that class, and I passed with a B. Like, no work. Because he didn't give a shit. He wasn't even the one grading it. He just had to send it to, like, the other teacher who was actually there, who was also a very Dude, the teacher I'm talking about, like, not the sub, but the guy who actually did grade our assignments, he, like, back in 6th grade, he would, like, allow people in his room for lunch, and then just put on the Animaniacs. He was such a W.
I remember at primary, there was a coach. Were you there when Coach Jones was there?
Oh, is that like the... Oh my god, dude, I have like an awful story about Coach Jones.
Yeah, it's the girl with like the long hair.
Oh, no. I thought they were talking about Coach Rose or something.
Oh, Mr. Rose.
Mr. Rose. Let me tell you this story.
The Kempo teacher?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, what?
He was...
No, I liked him. He was cool. He called me. So I was really into Angry Birds, and obviously I still am. I have like 2 videos on my channel about it. So I wanted to be called Grimlock, like, you know, Grimlock from Transformers, because I loved Angry Birds Transformers and Hal being Grimlock. Anyways, so he called me Grimlock. Anyways, one time him and the other like Taekwondo or whatever teacher, what is it called?
Campo.
The other Campo teacher, basically, I don't remember his name, but he was like really, really young, like really young.
Yeah, he was amazing. Yo, I'm like actually like friends with him.
Anyways,
not like, yeah.
Anyways, him and Mr. Rose just like talked for the entire class, or like talked for around 10 minutes straight. So then, obviously, when we're all sitting there and we're all just staring at the teachers talking, what do you think we're gonna do? A, talk. B, stand there. So then we keep talking, and everyone just stops for like a solid 2 minutes after like we talk for 5 minutes straight. They're still fucking talking. So we keep doing this, blah blah blah, we check, and then they're talking, we stop, blah blah blah. And then at the very end of the class, they both turn to us and we're like, and they go, wow, you guys kept talking the entire class? And we couldn't even do any work. We couldn't do any work because you guys wouldn't stop talking. And that was like my only bad memory. I have another one where I like came to school early to like study, and we had to remember this 3-paragraph thing word for word. And I was told him, yo, I just need to remember this. And he was like, we've been 3 months into school already. How come you don't remember this 3-paragraph? And that was just really annoying and kind of embarrassing, even though I was the only one there. I mentioned like the capitalisms, the referrals, and then suspension system. So I got one time a capitalism for the dumbest thing, and I was so scared to show my mom. So I drew on the table and I erased it later, but I didn't fully erase it. So then when my teacher saw it, she was like, "Did you erase it?" Again, the social studies teacher I mentioned earlier. She was like, "Did you do this?" And I said, "No." Because obviously, why would I tell the truth? And then Vincent, that fucking asshole, snitched on me, and I got a fucking capitalism or whatever it's called. So I showed my mom, and she's like, that is the most fucking stupid thing ever. And I did the same thing, except I didn't erase in 8th grade. My science teacher, wanna know what she did? She grabbed a fucking machete, chopped off my head, and fed me to the class. She gave me an eraser and just told me to erase it.
That's just like how teachers do.
It's not fucking hand out goddamn, like, basically referrals. Oh, one time, I gotta tell this story because I was so scared when I was a kid about this, and now, like, I do not give a shit. I snuck, like, hairspray, like, green, it would dye your hair green, and I spray on this kid, Vincent. And, you know, we're fine, and then the teacher walks in, he's like, go to the office after class right fucking now. So we do, and then we're just staying there the entire time. I'm like about to piss myself, and then we just get handed referrals for, get this, vandalism. Both of us, vandalism.
Not Vincent, cause
No, Vincent got handed one as
yeah,
well.
Vincent, cause he vandalized too.
And then Vincent brings
Poor
up,
bro.
yeah, no, so I fucking didn't tell my parents, and then they got emailed, and then they got mad at me. But now that I'm rethinking it, it was so fucking tame. Like, I don't know how I thought I was gonna get away with it. Me and him both went to the bathroom at the same time, and we see him with fucking green hair. He just walks out with green hair. What do you think the teacher's gonna say? Anyways, I genuinely think that's so corny. Like, how we got in trouble for fucking vandalism. 6th grade is one of the best years. Oh yeah, so 6th grade, I mentioned like Mr. the teacher who like played Animaniacs and shit. He was a W, but there was a teacher called, okay, well I like her so much I don't want to reveal her name, but Miss Cassandra, okay? So Miss Cassandra would basically like let us use computers during lunchtime, and we were supposed to do schoolwork, and she would reinforce it, but she didn't. So yeah, we're pretty good.
Just did like played Roblox.
And one time I told Vincent about this website about like where you see an old man penis, and it's like not an actual old man, it's like a little cartoon. It's like a stupid website. Some like 12-year-old kid made Flash. So I show him it, and then like the next day he starts like a week later starts being an asshole to me. So then I tell the teacher, we both get sent to the counselor. That counselor was a W, and yeah, neither of us got in trouble. But that counselor also was kind of an L because he didn't handle bullying. So he just said, why don't you be friends? And that was horrible motivation at the time. But like basically during lunch, the hallways were fine. And because I missed most of 7th grade due to COVID, when I came back for 8th, if we tried leaving, this is what they basically go up to us and say, like, there was a fucking like kid or a grown adult was kind of guarding like the door or like the area to leave. So if we had to go to the bathroom, we had to go to the bathroom everyone was using that school lunch, aka the bathroom where everyone was on their phone. And you know. Okay, wait, no, there's this hilarious story I want though. So there's these two kids. One of them doesn't go to my school anymore, Silas, and then the other one's called Zachary.
I have a kid at my school named Silas.
Okay.
Your name's a kid Stylus. Come on.
No,
man.
Silas.
Bro.
So Silas and
Okay.
so we got like paired into these groups to read like a book, and then we had to talk about the book. And I didn't prepare that day, but apparently that day was gonna be my lucky day. So while everyone's like explaining what happened in that chapter or whatever, by the way, we're like in separate groups, so each group has a different book, so we couldn't like copy off each other, you know? So like I was scared, I didn't really prepare. I knew what was in the thing, but I didn't prepare. And then we're all kind of talk about for a little bit, and then these kids, Silas pulls out a mechanical pencil. And him and Zachary start bickering about fucking who owns his pencil, saying, oh, my stepdad bought it for me. So then eventually, like, we're, by the way, we're all combined into this small area. It's called a pod, basically. It's, like, connected to classroom and shit. Anyways, so we're all in there. Only things in there is a sink, a table, some chairs, and a phone. So Zachary grabs the phone, calls a number, and then it answers. He immediately hangs up. So I'm like, everyone's thinking, at least me and Silas are thinking, probably not Silas, but me and the rest of my group were thinking, oh, okay, well, he just called his dad and immediately hung up. And then Silas is like, did you actually just do that? So now we're kind of thinking, oh, shit, he might have called someone else. We get a phone call back. And then the teacher runs into the room, picks it up, and then hears, and then immediately hear, yeah, my occupation is a teacher and in our school district and stuff. Oh, you're part of the West Side, whatever company or whatever.
You call
Sheriff.
it ripped, man.
You're part of the sheriff department. Oh, and then we get all pulled out. Zachary and Silas are kicked out, and we kind of explain the story. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then everyone went back to her seats. So yeah, I didn't have to prepare. And they got suspended. It was the craziest of them.
No, that's so stupid.
This one's the craziest of them all.
hit sell it. That's why I was doing like no
I'm
damage.
so good at this game.
Anyways, so okay, I have a couple more stories, but let me tell you how in 8th grade, a Lego CPU, a Lego free CPO, wait no, C3PO inspired me to get my grades up. I asked, so this teacher had like this kid. So this kid would like have to go to the pod every once in a while, and there was like a glass window. So like, let me tell this. So this kid's name is Gavin. There's a glass window, and you just see him playing with the teacher the Legos for the fuck. He's not like sped or anything. He just like fucks around in class. So like he's just like there playing. I remember one time he knocked on the glass. He does like the most goofy. You know, like the Roblox wave, like E/E wave. Imagine that, but 10 times goofier. So he knocks on the glass. He's like, and so like the teacher closes the blinds, but I see he tries stealing her R2D2 and C3PO. So I snitch, and later that day I say, can I have your Lego C3PO? And she says, what? And I was like, nothing. And then she's like, no, I didn't hear you. So I explained again. She says, if you get your grades up to a passing grade, I'll give you the Lego C3PO. So I did, and I still have a Lego C3PO to that day. Fuck you, Gavin. I think the funniest like part is that class was a W. Anyways, I just DM'd him on Snap saying, Gavin, you an op for real. For Rizzles, my shizzle. For Rizzles, my shizzle. You know what I'm saying, Gavin?
The editor has a story, but I don't think anyone wants to.
Yeah, you don't have rights. No, okay.
Yeah, we all know.
One time there was like this kid, and his name was Fid, and you know what he said? He looked me one day. He looked me up in the eyes, and you know what he said?
To kiss me? Because you like men?
This is what he said. He looked me dead in the eyes, and he said this. That song is ass. I hope you know that was the worst 57 seconds of my life.
I was 57.
Are you gonna copyright for that?
Yeah, I am. I definitely am. She's a verified Spotify artist. You don't fuck with the verified.
You should play some Charlie D'Amelio next.
I just want to remind you, do you guys remember Dixie D'Amelio was an artist? Like an actual music artist?
I wouldn't say she was ever an artist, but you know, she was.
She made that really good song. Sometimes I don't want to be happy. Anyways, we were basically like, that course was very boring, and I can't remember anything specifically funny from it, but just imagine like Gavin being a sped kid for like the entire fucking day.
That was really funny.
It's like he has the most goofy wave. You'd be like, hey yo. He's definitely the type of guy to say, like, when he gets an idea, bazinga, I have an idea.
Bro says Eureka.
So I need to tell this story about, like, I guess the vice principal, because I like met her recently. And you know, she was alright. She was a pretty good person. You know, the vice principal and principal there were better than my 5th grade principal. So, my 5th grade principal sucked fucking ass. Okay, let me tell you this one story. So, me, Vincent, and everyone's outside during PE. We were playing, like, you know, like the game where you have to get the footballs from the other side. It's like capture the flag, and you have a flag on your waist.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were playing that, and then this girl, like, fake punched me. I was like, she bitch slapped me or whatever. Very whispering to Vincent. Next, like, a couple of minutes later, me specifically, no, not fucking Vincent, who said, like, bitch slap a million times. Me specifically is dragged out to the fucking, like, inside the gym and said, why do you say that? And I'm like, oh, because because I wanted to make a joke to Vincent. He's like, you do not say that. She didn't even hit you. And it's like, dog, you were, like, 20 feet away. How are you hearing me and seeing? She was so close to my fucking face. I want to tell you, she touched like my fucking nose base, almost like less than a centimeter away from my nose. he fucking sees this from 20 feet away. Doesn't care if she didn't hit me or shit. No, he cares at the fact I whispered to a friend about a joke. And you know, I shouldn't have called her that. Okay, suck my dick, whatever. But it's a joke.
What?
You don't need to pull me out. And plus, Vincent said like 20 times more. So I was like, oh, Vincent thought it would be funny, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you do not say that. Like, okay. Meme sheet. I'm gonna make it relatable. Imagine PC Principal from South Park, right? But only, like, sexist to, like, only, like, basically just targets one kid. Like, imagine he just targets Eric the entire show.
Can't hear anymore.
How were your opinions on my school story?
What the flip?
Tell them.
Why are you saying this?
No, okay, actually, what's your opinion on my school stories?
I love the school stories.
Thank you. And I love you. Even though you're an underage minor.